Welcome to the birthplace of college football, the campus of Rutgers University in Piscataway, New Jersey, where the game will be a little more technical, but no less intense than that showdown with Princeton in 1869. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll pull it on the read. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the 1st. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
On the option. The pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Oh, the pirouette. He's got room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Excellent field position here for the offense. Got enough for the first down. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll throw it on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. A designed run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Handoff to the lone back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Durham. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
LSU 7, Rutgers 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They feed him again. And they get him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Touch pass on the run. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Works the middle of the field. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires a bullet out. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. How about that D coming up with a play like that? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They move the tight end all over. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They want to run this quarterback. Still on his feet at the 40. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
From the gun, give on the inside. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Goes to the option. Now the toss. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, LSU! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Number 1.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
24, Rutgers, 0.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got room at the 35. Open runway ahead. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And it's plays like that that galvanize a home crowd. Just listen to this place right now. It was an awesome job on the scramble, getting what he could get, breaking free, and creating an explosive play. But this is where the home field advantage really kicks in. You get this crowd and this volume rocking, man, they are hard to beat at home when they sound like that.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going downfield for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
LSU 31, Rutgers 0.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start the second half.
Defense on the football.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Motion from the offense. He'll take a shot. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone lot. The officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeps it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back, seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The incompletion brings up a second down. They go to the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The option look. He'll toss it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Now, a 4th down.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. He'll ride his man on the option. Keeps the legs moving. And he goes out of bounds, and he is short of the first down marker. I think he just lost track of where he was.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have...
He's got it! Touchdown, LSU! And the beatdown has ensued. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Run it with the fullback. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically,
And it's picked off.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On the ground, it's Durham. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown Tigers. And the route is on. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
52, Rutgers, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Getting some heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 52, Rutgers 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a man in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down and run. After 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Floating away. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown, Rutgers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. On the move. Gets it past the marker. Got a lot of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Keep it simple, stupid. The dive play. That's been in the football playbook since the beginning of time, and they just gashed him right up the middle of their defense.
Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They want that clock to run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick handoff. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Keep it on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Field goal is good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
58, Rutgers, 7.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get to him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. Flying down the right side. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On first down, here comes this offense. The quarterback takes a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Five receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He makes a catch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Works the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Now on the option. Quick toss. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out